and it was Aokiji. Konnichiwa minasan! Well, what a crazy chapter. Another week of a greatness from Ichiro Oda sensei. So, I think it's now typical chapter from One Piece. It's crazy chapter. And unfortunately, there is no chapter next week. So, let's get started.
ロジャーはあの時笑ってた
And before I start the video, please guys, show me your support. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on notification bell so you get every content I upload immediately. And let's get quick into the video. Alright, starting with the title, Egghead's Research Stratum. Alright, and with the cover page. Yes, it was Aokiji, and the craziest thing is, he was with Van Ogre, and the way they got into here, or let's say the way Van Ogre got into here because of his devil fruit and he transported there. That was so crazy, not gonna lie, and I think Aokiji's here because, or let's just stick with the cover page right now and we will get into there. So, starting with the chapter, and I was not expecting that we're gonna start where we left off the previous chapter, which is we're gonna continue the fight between Teach and Law, and that was crazy. That was super crazy, and I was happy to see that. I mean, it's been a long time since we stopped a chapter in a way and we began another chapter in the same way. It was so crazy, and let's continue these actions. And the fight between Law and Teach started, and Law showed how strong he became. And I don't want to say that I'm a bit upset about the way Teach is fighting right now, because I mean a lot of people are expecting a lot from him. The stakes from Teach are super high, so that's why I'm saying I don't know, but he showed his weakness over this fight, not how strong he is, and that was a bit devastated, to be honest. But I mean that was a great fight, not gonna lie. That was an awesome fight. And Law used his awakening, and Teach was a bit like, what is that? I've never read something about the Obi Obi no Mi like that. I've never read something about this devil fruit, the Obi Obi no Mi, and that it says it uses this powers about the Rirum and the Kirum and all that. So he was a bit surprised to see these powers from the Obi Obi no Mi. But that's not an excuse, man. A lot of people are expecting a lot from Teach about him being the final villain or the final antagonist. But with your power right now, I think, man, Luffy would slap the hell out of you with your power, because he loves taking the punches. He loves taking damages. But when you're against Luffy, trust me, dude, you'd never wish to get something like that, because when Luffy's gonna punch you with the Gomu Gomu no pistol or anything, with covering the advanced Conqueror Haki and the Rio and all that, nah, dude, you're just gonna be finished at the time. So, I mean, Teach, I just hope that Teach would somehow, I mean, I've seen a lot of people saying in the previous chapter that Low's crew needs the 3D2Y, that they really needs to cancel the 3 days and to get a 2 years training and all that. But not gonna lie, Low's crew shows not how strong they are, but how strategic they are. You know, guys, when you're playing Call of Duty and you're playing against some noobs and they're just keeping there and trying to snipe you or putting claimers and all that, Low's crew was perfectly the same. They know that they're not as strong as Blackbeard's crew or Blackbeard's pirates, so they were just trying to do over the ocean, and they're trying to destroy their ship. They were trying to do it in that way. I mean, some people said that Penguin, the twins, are Eugens. I don't know, but I mean, I have not checked over that. I mean, if they're not, if they're Eugens, that's a bit surprising because it has not been mentioned before. But if they are, that's crazy, to be honest, because the way they fought, or they or he, I don't know. I think both of them were fighting over there. So the way they fought, they were like using the ocean as an advantage for them. I mean, I don't know if they're really Eugens or not, but they were trying to like destroy the ship, Blackbeard's ship, but Blackbeard's pirates were defending it, so they were not able to destroy it. So like I said, when you play Call of Duty against some noobs, they were just trying to do this and that, and Bibbo were hearing. I mean, the way Bibbo was hearing was a bit like, okay, it was a bit interesting, to be honest, because we've never seen it from him. So I mean, at least he has something to do, not just like sticking there and letting us wish that he has some soloing, and he's not. So Law used the reroom inside the body of Blackbeard the same way he did against Big Mom, and of course Blackbeard took it and he flew away, and Van Ogre saved him. And Van Ogre said that you're always like that, man. Van Ogre was upset, and I liked how Van Ogre's rule in this crew. I like he's like the Zorro of this crew. He's like the immature of this crew, and he rules the crew. Or I mean, of course, after Blackbeard, but he is the guy who just do that and save this, and he do a lot of missions and he do them perfectly, correctly. So I mean, I liked Van Ogre's rule. I mean, he literally just helped Aokiji over there, and he brought Aokiji and Pudding here. So this is gonna be crazy if Aokiji is really here, because Pudding is here, so Aokiji gotta be here. And this is gonna be really a clutchy thing, because this is a decisive moment for Aokiji. And I mean, I'm pretty certain that Aokiji is not a bad guy, okay? Aokiji is not a bad guy, but this is gonna be a decisive moment. Is he gonna be helping Law? I think he's not gonna help Law, because he has a bigger mission, or let's say he has a bigger target, and he has a bigger goal for that. So he didn't like join or made an alliance with Blackbeard to just, Law is fighting with Blackbeard, so now I'm gonna help him. Nah, I don't think that way. I think he has a bigger target, so I think he would let it go, and he would I think he would let Blackbeard fight Law, and you would see how they will manage to save, or how Law would manage to save himself and his crew, which I don't know. I'm not seeing it, but I think with not ifs also, I think Law will manage somehow to get out of this situation. And at the end, Blackbeard clashed with Law, and then he used the cruise, okay? So this is a really decisive moment for this clash, or for this fight, let's say. And is that it or not? I don't know, but I think this is it for Law. He's not gonna be dead, of course. I mean, in my opinion, he will not be dead, but I think this is where Blackbeard is gonna defeat Law, because he cannot use his Devil Fruit, he cannot use the Awakening, and in my opinion, I feel like these auras are a Conqueror Haki from Marshall D. Teach. So, of course, or not of course, but I think Marshall D. Teach is using a Conqueror Haki right now against Law. So yes, I think Teach has the Conqueror Haki, and he is using it right now, because when you look at the aura of coming of Teach, I think that's an aura of Conqueror Haki, because when you look back, Luffy when he was fighting Kaido, it was the same aura coming off them. So it's the Conquer Haki aura, alright? So I think Marshall Teach is using a Conquer Haki right now against Law. And I think that's it from this fight, because I think Law is finished right now. But let's hope he's not gonna be dead. And we're here in the Marines in Marijua, and they were talking about this news, Blackbeard and Trafalgar D, or not D, they don't know he's from the D family, so Trafalgar Law have made contact on Winter Island. So the name is Winter Island in the New World. So I don't know, I think the name has to do something with it, on why Marshall Teach knew that one of them are gonna be here, Law, Kid, Luffy. So the Winter Island, I think it's something huge, and hopefully we know about this island soon enough. And Akainu was talking, and so we're forced to wait again. And being Fleet Admiral is so damn frustrating. He just wants to do something. He wants to do a lot. He wants to go there, but he cannot, because he is the Fleet Admiral. So he just gotta give them the orders, and they obey it, and they do it as an admirals or vice or etc. So, and we're back on the Egghead Island. And when we went there to the Egghead Island, I was like, no, please, man, please, just, we are really into the climax of this fight, so just, But again, when we went back to the Egghead Island, the craziest thing happened at the end of the chapter, so I'm gonna be here. Let me begin where we left off, the Egghead Island, with the pacifista Kuma and Jewelry Bunny. Jewelry Bunny changed their age. Luffy was the old Luffy, and his age was 70. It was hilarious. It was really hilarious. And Chopper was a really old, raccoon. Not raccoon. And Jinba, I think he was a kid. So that was really hilarious, because they were trying to avoid Kuma, or the pacifista. So Jinbe was talking about Kuma, that he was the tyrannical king of Sorbet, the island, and before he was deposed by the people and forced to become a pirate. So he was forced to become a pirate, and then he joined the Revolutionary Army, but the Navy caught him. I don't know how is it gonna be possible. How are they gonna caught you when you're one of the Revolutionary Army? I don't know. I think this is all a plan from Vegapunk, because Vegapunk is pretending to be one of the Navy or one of the world government. So he took Kuma as like, oh, you're one of the Revolutionary Army or a pirate, so I'm gonna take you. They caught him, and it's all a plan from Vegapunk. And I think in that time, Vegapunk made him to be a cyborg, because, or I think not cyborg, he was all a robot, but let's say cyborg, because this was all a plan from Dragon and the Revolutionary Army with Vegapunk to make Kuma go there in Marijua and to be a spy. This is at least my opinion, because this is gonna be really crazy, because how was the Navy, how was it possible for them to catch Kuma? I don't know. So I think this was all a plan from Dragon and Vegapunk to do it. So he decided to become a pirate after they deposed him from being a king, and then they caught him, and they did some stuff on Kuma, and he became a Chichibukai. So, and then Jinbe was talking, and has he done something or that we don't know? And Jewelry Bunny was upset, and she was trying to attack him, and Luffy and Chopper were impressed, as they are really old, but they were impressed. So it was like, oh, this is This is impressive. But they were really old. And then Jewelry Bunny said, Dad always used to say that Vegapunk was part of a very special race. Poof, he was part of a very special race. This is surprising. Is he from the D family? Is Vegapunk from the D family? I don't know, but is he from the moon? That's what I'm saying. Yes, I think Vegapunk is from the moon race. And when I said about the picture of Enel in the previous episode for the review, I told you guys that it has something to do with the moon and Enel and the moon race. So I think Vegapunk is from the moon race, and this is gonna be crazy because with all of the technology and all that stuff, this is gonna be crazy. So it's not official yet. He might be from the D family, but I think he is from the moon race, and this is gonna be really crazy with the way his technology works and how genius he is. So this is really gonna be crazy. And finally, the rest of the crew entered the island and they changed their clothes. Sanji was like Killer Bee in Naruto. Yo, with his style. He was really like Killer Bee. So they're finally here, and they are in the Egghead Island. And now with the craziest thing ever at the end of the chapter, guys. The problem with being a genius is that you can see your own future coming too. And Dragon or someone responded, what are you talking about, Vegapunk? Vegapunk responded, I think I will be dead soon. And the other guy responded, do not be kidding about something like that. And Vegapunk responded, I just want you to know about this. Dragon. Whoa. So Vegapunk was he has been always working with the I was gonna say with the word government. He was always working. He has been always working with the Revolutionary Army. Whoa. So I mean, a lot of people expected it, but I was not one of them. I'm not gonna be a liar. I was not one of them. So this was not an option for me that Vegapunk was a part of the Revolutionary Army, but now it's official, and this is really crazy, and this now makes sense because I mean a lot of stuff happened with Vegapunk, a lot of sus stuff happened with Vegapunk, and before, so now it made sense. I mean, I'm gonna talk about it in a separated video, hopefully soon. So this is really crazy. This explains a lot of Vegapunk and his character and his mindset. So this is really a crazy chapter. I mean, when we went there again to the Egghead Island, I was like, no, please, man. Just we're really enjoying this fight. I mean, we want to see a lot outside of the Straw Hats, but when we finally knew about the secret of Vegapunk, I was happy. And yes, Oda-sensei, we can stick here in the Egghead Island, and this was really crazy. And this is the end of the chapter. This is really crazy. I'm gonna give it 4 stars and a half. Yes, 4 stars and a half. And give me a rating, guys, about this chapter. It's like we used to about the stars stuff. And this is it, guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share this video to your friends and family and everybody on this planet. Thank you, guys. Until next time, see ya.